Lord.
All right, audio's going. I got audio signal, and I got recording signal.
Hello.
So we're good to
Check,
go.
check, check.
Come on.
All right, let's do a quick smile. How about a James Bond post?
It's
No,
it's Charlie Change was a whore.
James Bond's more like.
Charlie's a whore.
It is Charlie Change. That's hilarious. Alright.
This hit
I think
my-
you were a little hard on the beaver ward.
I get the.
I know.
All right.
Hey guys, it is Scotch for Dummies.
Scotch for Dummies.
Four guys on a journey through Scotch to help you with your Scotch journey.
And what's on our journey this evening, fellas?
OMG.
Right?
55%.
I don't.
55%. Good
I don't
Lord.
think these guys knew what we were getting into when we pulled this one.
Nope,
However,
I didn't.
I'm very excited about this one. So
Yes.
I
Deanston.
didn't pour it.
Deanston is
We're gonna need
a
to pour
Highland
early.
Scotch. It's in the bottom central portion of the Highlands, right?
Sure.
And it's located on the River Tate,
Tate.
maybe.
Eeny, meeny,
Just
miny.
north of
so-
Glasgow, or like you know.
Originally,
Across the pond.
this distillery and the
Across the
entire village started out as a cotton mill. Back in the late 1700s, it was the start of the Industrial Revolution. They were
Cotton's
built.
important.
They were built on this river to power the machinery that industrialized the nation, right? And so things went on in Deanston
wow.
for a long, long time until the mid 1960s, and then cotton wasn't a thing anymore. It had been moved. It had been moved to other areas of the world, and so the village had to kind of restructure what they were doing. So they decided to turn everything into a Scotch distillery, which is exactly what I'm planning on doing with anything that doesn't work out for me as well.
Why not?
Turn
So
it into Scotch.
so they distill in the facility. They age in the facility, which I found out is actually insulated by earth, and it's got like these cool vaulted ceilings. Like it's a really cool place. So if you've never been and gone on a tour, I think it looks like a cool place to go. This particular expression of Deanston is their 20-year-old. It is aged in Oloroso sherry. Just Oloroso sherry.
For all 20.
Because why would you want to age in anything else, right? It is cask strength, so it's 55.5.
Woo!
So it's also a punch in the face.
It doesn't
right?
smell hot.
And it is unchill filtered exactly as it should be, as it says on the
Exactly as it should be.
What's the bang for this
I
one?
did not find anything out about coloring, so I'm going to assume that they probably do put a little bit of color in there.
Doesn't matter. Right? But
Simple, handcrafted, and natural, but I didn't see anything about coloring, so I'm not sure one way or another. But this should be an amazing
Oloroso
glass.
or no go?
$149.99.
So it's also a
So-
good value if you can find it, because this was a limited run.
I took a quick sniff. I'm super excited. Does anybody know why? I mean, I've got one
Burnt
smell
toast?
Really?
Right.
immediately. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited now. I mean, seriously, it's right there. I'm so excited.
You know what?
You
I
just
get
can't
it too.
hide it.
I do
It's
too.
like buttery burnt toast.
It is.
Oh,
totally.
it's so
He's about to
cannot-
lose control.
I'm gonna have an orgasm.
And
So,
Drew
A
thinks
whiskey orgasm.
So the thing is, I'm not getting the the rich fruits out of a sherry. There's definitely no smoke, no peat, none of that in there. It's that malty, bready.
What, is that the Oloroso?
Oh my
Why
God.
is it like that?
This
Is
smells
that-
like burnt toast way more than your
Well,
more
a
like
lot
what
of
it
a lot
would
of
smell.
that's gonna be your new make.
Yeah.
It's the way
Whatever
they
that is,
taste
I
it.
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh!
I will
mean,
say it doesn't smell hot, but my sinuses are all of a sudden cleaned out, so
Yeah.
I know it's got some
Oh,
heat in
man.
there.
I mean,
I got a nose orgasm.
so nose gas.
Oh, my nose.
I'm not even sure what that looks like, and I'm not
Yeah,
going to turn
I know.
around.
Sabi,
you tell us what that looks like. I'm not looking.
Man,
Excuse me there, anyway.
I
I'm
don't think I've ever smelled a scotch that smelled like butter,
Oh, it
like
smells so good.
buttery caramel corn.
It's strong.
That's so-
This reminds me of my house growing up. My dad just doing all the breakfast every morning. It's
This is
awesome.
not like a sherry bomb though. If it's 20, it can't be first fill sherry cask. Do we know?
Oh man,
Do you know if it's first fill? 'Cause I don't believe it.
Take a sip of that and tell me there's no fruit in there.
Well, I know.
That is amazing.
Dude, I already tasted. I tasted it
Holy
before you
crap.
started nosing it.
God, it's so good.
Oh,
So the burnt toast kind of hits you right off the pat, and then you get this fruit explosion, sweetness. Oh, what is that right there? Saltine crackers. Something else is going on. Oh, this is amazing. This finish is changing and evolving right now in my mouth.
that is a great
Holy
glass of
crap.
Scotch.
This is surprising. I had no idea this was going to happen.
Feels tight to me though.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Some
that's
water.
because we just poured it, and it's 55%.
And I want to say on record, we do our reviews. We may have a little sample a while before this for fun, whatever. But most of the time, this is the first time we've ever tasted this. Right
Wow.
now, live, right now with you. We're sharing our thoughts live with you.
I hate to say it, but I'm telling you, every time Roy falls in love with a Scotch or is really hot on a Scotch, and we end up following suit and
I
find
think
he's spot on, man.
He's
This
spot
thing is
on.
oh my
Deanston
god.
is-
Buttery
is-
aftertaste.
It's like he lives in Scotland.
I
know
know.
what he's talking about.
We were talking about him earlier and said he doesn't go to a liquor store for a Scotch. He goes to the distillery.
I've never had a Scotch more buttery than this. I mean,
No.
the nose is the burnt, but then the finish is just pure butter.
I do
mean,
have
it's
that.
just
I
right
do
there.
have that butter finish.
And it's
yeah.
got some legs, man. This goes for
Well, it's
miles.
55%. This is not even fair, guys. You gotta throw some water on it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of water, probably.
It's viscous.
The nose, I'm in love with this nose. Oh my god.
I'm afraid it. The as light as it is at 55%. What's gonna happen with a little water?
I don't know, but I mean,
I think
everything
it's
about
going to
this,
open up.
I'm
is
not
what's
ready
gonna
for
happen.
Oloroso, the ABV on this. What's the price on this again?
$149.99.
For 55%, that's a good price.
If you can find it. Because it's a discontinued limited edition.
I'm going on the hunt right now.
And
I tell you right now,
it
I'm
came
going on the
out
hunt.
it came out in 2015 or 16.
Oh my gosh, that's
15.
great.
So I mean it's been out for a few years. If you see one, better grab it. It won't be around forever.
It's even better with water. The sherry starts to come up.
I'll tell you what. It's the first
It's
time
getting fruitier.
I didn't smell or taste burnt toast in the Gordon MacPhail Mortlock 15. I know you
Really?
did, and
I can't get away from it on this one.
on this one, it punches you right in the nose. I mean, if you don't smell that, you're dead. And then the initial palate matches the nose perfectly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no to see that happen is really kind of nice, because a lot of times it doesn't.
Seems doesn't that make it one-dimensional though?
No,
No.
not
I'm just
necessarily.
asking. I'm
I
being
don't-
devil's
I don't-
advocate.
If the
No.
nose matches with the palate, that just means that the nose matches with the palate. If it's a complex nose and it's a complex palate, then it's not unidimensional. If it just smells like lemons and it tastes like lemons, then yes.
Water did
Then
not
you got a bag of lemons.
The water did not hurt the nose whatsoever.
No,
I mean, it's
And it
That's
didn't hurt
still
the
the same.
palate either. Actually, I get a lot more malt and grain coming forward in the palate now. And some sweet fruit.
I'm getting the sweet fruit coming through. I don't have that much grain malt.
oh, there's some malt.
Oh, I
The
get that
finish
sherry
is,
in there.
um,
I get that sherry
well,
when I dig deep down into that nose. You get that sherry.
I'm getting a lot more sherry with water.
Yeah.
It's
To be
really
honest-
sweetening it up. I don't know how it does that.
This thing just needs to sit for like an hour.
Yeah.
It's
Nobody does that.
wow.
So.
It's tightly packed because it is at a high ABV,
Yep.
and it's got a lot to give.
Well, it says right here, we put everything we are into everything we make.
I really like this one, boys.
Do you?
Have you
I
figured that one
can't
out
tell.
yet?
You know,
Who's ready?
so
I gotta go last.
you'll notice though that
So I got to go first.
when people are really tasting good scotch, it's quiet
Yes,
and we're
Yeah.
like thinking
ours could be a 20-minute video of
And-
us just sitting here.
and
we-
we're analyzing.
To be fair, we really forced the issue on trying to get quick in these reviews, but some of these ones we could probably sit here and talk for hours.
Oh yeah.
Some of them we actually pour a second glass and do talk
We
for
do.
hours. All right, I'll go first. This one, I was excited to do this to begin with, only because I had, in doing research, I was excited about Deanston to begin with.
It's our first Deanston.
It is. You know,
Well,
something that sits in
Welcome to Deanston.
a sherry cask for 20 years is going to get flavors imparted. Whether it was crappy when you first put it in the barrel or not, it's going to get some good stuff into it, right? This was obviously good juice when it went in the barrel, and it was managed very well. And when it came out, they bottled it at a high ABV, which only does even better things. That lets us really see what's going on. And I love everything that's going on in this glass. It's buttery and creamy. The water got fruits coming out of it, malty sweetness. It's got layered complexity. The nose, either neat or with water, was both excellent. You could just sit here and smell the glass for the next 25 minutes. And I like the fact that it was, what, $1.40 for the bottle?
150.
That's a very reasonable price for the quality that you're getting, especially at cask strength. So I'm waffling here, just a little bit. I'm gonna go 3.5. I want this because I put water on it twice, and I kind of want it to sit for a little bit. So I'm gonna go 3.5 with the right to bump my review up a little bit if I need to.
Holy moly!
What you got?
Absolutely everything you said, and I wanted to comment a little bit about the value. You said $1.50, $150 for a 20-year-old. That's $150 for a 20-year-old distillery release, not an independent bottling release. This is, I mean, so you're getting a heck of a value right now at 55.5% alcohol, which is a little bit hot, but I absolutely love it because it lets me determine how to drink this glass. Okay, I'm not backed into a corner at 40% and nowhere to go. I'm starting at 55, and I can make this work for me, which I honestly, at 55.5, it's hot, great, but it was delicious. The nose matched the palate perfect. The burnt toast, yes. I will officially wear a T-shirt now, Drew. I have smelt it. I have lived it. I've loved it. But honestly, the water opens it up a little bit more, and there's some stuff going on in there for the nose. This is a great glass. And I love it. It's a long glass. It's a long finish. I'm stuck too. All right, I'm going to start with a 3.5, and I'm going to leave it there because I hate to say, because I don't want to go against what we do and saying that we don't pre-pour, but something just tells me that I could put this thing down and come back in 30 minutes and be in love all over again. Damn, Deanston, where you been all my life? No, this is really good glass. I'm gonna stay with 3.5 for now, and I'm gonna work on the rest of this glass, and we'll see where I end up at.
All right.
Andrew?
I'm gonna go a little lower than you guys.
Oh my God, how are you missing that?
1.5.
Smell mine.
Where are you right now?
So
I'm concerned.
clearly, this is not my wheelhouse. This is a lighter, sweeter.
He doesn't like burnt toast.
I like the toast. That's why it's not a 2. So
You haven't said yet.
no, I haven't said yet. So this glass, it's tough to go. I love the butter. I love the toast. But I'm not. What else is there? I'm not getting awesomeness. I'm not getting super complexity. I like as I water it, it holds it every time I water it. And so that tells me it's fairly one-dimensional. It's a great expression. It is quality whiskey. The new make has to be outstanding to hold that kind of butter and the sweetness of the sherry, because as I came through the alcohol content, the sherry came up and kind of came down. I'm going to give it a 3 because it is a good glass. You need to try it. It is not my wheelhouse. I don't know if I would pay $150 for this bottle because it's not what I really truly enjoy. I'm afraid I would miss it. I would waste the money because maybe your palates are more sensitive than mine and you enjoy this way more than I do. I'm giving it a solid 3. It's a great glass, but at $1.50, I don't know.
I'm just a Scotch whore.
There you go.
I have to say I respect everything you said. I think that was a very good review. I think that obviously I'm gonna give it a 4.
Damn right he is.
Hell yes, I am. because I love every. This is my new favorite Scotch right now.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
love
awesome.
this
I love
Scotch.
this
I really, really do. I love it.
Whiskeygasm has happened
But
tonight.
I will say that to your point, it is very one-dimensional to my palate. What I really love about this, that burnt toast sweet, it's perfect for the 55 ABV. The price of this, what you're getting out of this, is heavenly for me. I mean, it's sad that we are kind of
It's your
Scotch
wheelhouse.
owners.
It's totally your
totally
wheelhouse.
my wheelhouse.
Totally.
But we are. I mean, we talk about this all the time. When I talk about Scotch with friends and stuff, I'm like, the first thing. I was on a cruise right not too long ago. Everything was 40 ABV, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna drink it. But everything now, like the higher the ABV, it seems like the better quality, right? And 55 alone is gonna make this better, just immediately. So I think what we're getting out of this, I love this one for me. I'm gonna go look for a bottle as soon as I can.
You don't have to go far. You just pick up the phone.
I love this one. It's definitely my wheelhouse. It's a unique taste. You gotta look for that. Some people may be turned off on that burnt toast thing, but I really love it.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
good.
There's nothing off-putting about this at all.
No, that butter made it creamy and awesome.
The 3 maybe on the it's a high 3, but this is a clean,
It's a good
smooth. I mean, for 55% to not burn your head off, they know
No,
what
it
they're
doesn't
doing.
kill you.
It
You're right.
doesn't
It
kill
doesn't
you.
for 55. You would think it'd be like, oh, but it doesn't.
No.
All
So
right,
where
I
are we
think-
at, guys?
So we're
all
at 2
over.
3.5s, a 3 and a 4.
Right,
Go
so we're at
3.5.
3.5, yeah. And I'm gonna stay right where I'm at
Yep,
on that.
I am as well.
I love the fact that the palate is very long lasting, and at the very end of the palate, when it's finally going away, it's just all sherry. That's all I get. I'm like, oh, that was a nice, pleasant, escape. This is a good glass. This is good stuff.
No
So
Well,
there you
I got
go.
a new favorite
The
right here.
Deanston 20.
The Deanston
Guys, every
20.
Thursday we are live. Check us
3.5.
out. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe if you're not. We'll see you this Thursday. And I'll be having another whiskey war, guys.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Sláinte.
Thanks, everybody.